Okay, welcome back, everyone. As we now record for the Mishna Yomis, Perek Zayin, Mishna Vav, and Zayin, as we are dedicated by the Fisher family, Lina Nishmas Basi Bas Robert, Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We are dedicated Lina Nishmas David ben Chaim, Refuah Shalem, Fel Yom Moshe ben Chayesar, for the schus of Avram Yom Benish ben Malki Yudis and family. We are also learning. For Meir ben Chayesara and by Yoel Klugman and family for the Gezund Parnasa and Nachas. Koitzitz Adam al Yedei Atzmai. If a person says, is working for Shelley, Dr. Black is working for Shelley, but he doesn't need to eat the grapes. So he could stipulate with Shelley that he wants to be paid more because he's not going to eat his grapes. So Kaitzitz Adam al Yidei Atzmai, and he could do that al Yidei B'nai B'ita G'daylim. If his adult son or daughter is working for Shelley, with their approval, he could stipulate for them that they're not going to eat, and Shelley should pay them more. Or al Yidei Avdei V'Shivchasa G'daylim, or for his servant or maid servant that's an adult. Or al yidei ishtai. If his wife is working, he could stipulate that she won't eat and she should get paid more. Mipnei sheyesh bem das, because they have das to approve of the agreement. Aval eina kaitzes al yidei b'nai bita ketanim, but he can't stipulate for his son or his daughter who are minors because they can't agree to it. V'lei al yidei avdei v'shivchas ketanim, nor for his servant or maidservant who's a minor. You can't stipulate that you should muzzle the animal and pay him more, because they don't have das to approve of the arrangement. Now, if I hire Shelley to work for my neta ravai, now neta ravai is the year after Orla, that those fruit have to be redeemed and taken up and eaten in Yerushalayim. Now, if Shelley knows that it's neta ravai, so harielu lo yechelu, he cannot eat, and he gets no compensation. But im lo yehoidion, if when I hired him, I didn't inform him it was neta ravai, and he goes to eat it, and I say, no, it's neta ravai, but he was expecting to eat, I have to redeem the neta ravai or machilan. Now remember, we said that you only could eat if it's in its finishing stage. If it was already finished, then you can't eat from it anymore. Nisposu igulav, if let's say figs that were made in cakes fell apart, and I hired Shelley to put them back together. So it was already finished already. Nispatchu chav Yosef, or let's say my casks got broken open, and I hired him to seal them again. Harielu lo yechelu, he can't partake of it. But if I didn't tell him that it wasn't, that it was already finished, so he thought he was going to be able to drink and eat, im lo yodian, then meiser, I have to take meiser off it because it was finished already, or machilon, and then I have to allow him to eat from it because he thought that it was in its finishing process. He thought he was sealing it for the first time or making the cakes of figs the first time, and therefore I cannot mislead him. I have to take off meiser and allow him to eat it. Okay, we want to thank you all for joining us. Remind you that tomorrow night again at 8:30, and have a really good moed.